Hey guys, and welcome to the next Fat Loss in 15 episode. So today we're joined by the lovely Freya, who's just been snoozing next to me. So if you hear any wee snorts, that is just Freya going away. Uh, and what I wanted to talk about today is over the last 10 years, I've invested over £50,000 into different mentorships, different memberships at different price ranges, going from £50 a month up to 25 grand just for the year. And I invested in them not because I didn't know what to do, but because I'd hit walls. I got stuck at bottlenecks, moments that I couldn't navigate alone, where I just needed someone who was further along the journey than me, who could show me how to navigate these situations without as much stress and as much difficulty and as much sleepless nights, or as many sleepless nights as these bottlenecks and obstacles were giving me. So the first big investment was back in 2018, and I dropped 8.5 grand on this mentorship with a guy called Mark Coles, who runs a gym and business called M10, and he is he's a fitness business and entrepreneur, should I say. And to be honest, before that, the most I've been paying was £50 a month, and so scary doesn't even cover how intimidating it was to put down that money. But the worst part about it was, well, not the worst part, the scariest part about it was actually having to travel down to London every single one Friday a month to actually work one on one, face to face with this mentor, who's someone who I deeply respected in the fitness industry, and it's somebody who I actually modelled and emulated in my coaching business. As I said, he was further along the journey. He seemed so far ahead. He was sharper. He was smarter, and it was just terrifying. And suddenly there I was sitting face to face, surrounded by his ideas and his strategies that felt like they were literally, as I say, light years ahead of where I was. So let's fast forward. We're 4 months into the program. We've had 4 sessions, and I can so distinctly remember walking out of the Hilton, and I can't actually remember the area. I don't want to say Kensington. I don't think that's right. It's right next to the massive big West shopping centre down in London. I remember walking out in the London air. It was a roasting hot day, and just completely overwhelmed by it all. My head was spinning. My brain was like mush. And I just remember thinking, how the hell am I meant to keep up with all of this? How the hell am I going to implement all of this stuff that he's telling me? There's just too much. And I was, just so completely and totally overwhelmed about the massive gulf between where I was and where the business needed to be. And it was terrifying. There was just like, there was no connection between the two, but he was trying to create that connection. And then earlier this week, I was running through my laptop, and I came across the old folders from this mentorship. I had a look at all the documents, I had a look at all the presentation slides, I had a look at all the workbooks, the PDFs, and I just kind of took me a bit of time. I was walking down memory lane, walking through all this stuff that back then I couldn't even begin to comprehend. And I had to be chuckle to myself, because looking at it now, I've implemented every single step that we went through then and more. So all the stuff that filled me with dread, that filled me with anxiety, that created that massive gulf in my head thinking how we're going to get there, it's just the stuff that we now do every single day. It's just part and parcel of the program. And the funny thing is, thinking back between 2018 and now, I didn't try and do everything all at once. That would have just been too much, and I would have just had to throw in the towel and give up on it. So what I realised is my mentor at the time met me where I was at. He showed me what I could achieve or what was possible, and then he gave me the direction, the pacing, and the support to get me moving towards that goal. And over time, when I just kept persevering, when I kept putting the work out, when I kept building that extra bit of confidence to try a little bit more, it started to click, and things started, what were scary, started to become my new norm. And funnily enough, without even realising it, this is the exact process that we've installed and coached by Club 300, and this is exactly what we do with our clients, because we always say we don't expect you to be perfect from day one. We know where you are, and we know where you want to be, and where you want to be might seem scary, but what we do for you is we create a clear direction, a clear vision of how this is possible. You then have a clear action plan to get you from point A to point B, and then more importantly, you have your success coach, your accountability coach, to keep you accountable for when life's rears its ugly head and life gets stressful. More importantly, you also have that community around you, not only to inspire you and support you on this journey, but to show you it's possible, because anyone can start at any point with us. It's not like we have set coaching days where you can input. So someone who joined a year ago, let's say this is a starting point, they're way down here, they're a year down the line, and then somebody who joined 6 months ago, they're here, and this is you a week, 2 weeks in. But you can see these people who were in the exact same situation as you. They're no different from you. They've got busy lives, they've got young families, they work a job, they have a social life. They don't want fitness to be their whole life. They want it just to be a priority, but not the main priority. They want to take care of themselves so they can live a high quality life, and they want fitness to enhance their life without the stress of it. And then they're the exact same as you, and you can see that they're further down the line and they've managed to achieve all this. So if they can, so can you, and it inspires you to stick to the journey. And that's exactly what I realised looking back is what my mentor did to me, and I've realised this is what we do with our clients. So that's kind of all I wanted to talk about today, just the parallels between my journey and how that's developed into our coaching model, and how no matter how scared you are, no matter if you feel like you've failed and tried before, no matter if you've had bad experiences in the past, you can do it. All you need to do is find the right support, right environment, and just the right coaching model that works for you. I spoke about this in another email that I wrote the other day, and how all gyms aren't created equal. Yes, big box, soulless gyms, they cater to a large amount of people, but they leave a lot of people hanging dry because they don't have the knowledge, they don't have the confidence, they need the direction, they need that support to make the progress they're looking for. Okay, so if you want to be like me, or like our clients, and achieve something that right now might seem so daunting and so overwhelming that you can't even start, then please reach out, drop me a message, have a scroll through our Instagram, read all the success stories we have, and yeah, you don't even need to sign up, just reach out for a chat. I'm more than happy to help, and I promise it'll be one of the best things that you ever do. Right, have a nice day guys, and I'll speak to you soon.